This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by Farmers Bank of Willards.
Well, you made me remember on yesterday's show, we sat down with Farmers Bank of Willards CEO Chris Davis to talk about how the bank has stood as a pillar of strength on Delmarva for a century. And through that time, the bank survived the Great Depression and navigated through the 2008 financial crisis.
Yeah. All the while, this institution has remained a community bank where people come before money. It's not just a business, it's a legacy rooted in several generations of the Davis family. So this Sunday morning, you'll have the opportunity to see the entire story of this century of service. But you know what? Today, we're going to give you a taste of what's to come.
The most poignant story from the Great Depression really came from my grandfather. He had to scrape and work through the 20s, got married, and decided in 1934 that he had saved enough money to have a house.
My father was working at a local shirt factory that was about 50 yards from the home that he bought, and he was a machinist that kept 100 sewing machines running because there was approximately 100 ladies who were making shirts for a company that had several small such factories at all the little towns here on the Eastern Shore. Willards was being one of them. My father was making 10 cents an hour, working 10 hours a day, making $1 a day, $5 a week. He had managed to save $500.
It was going to cost $1,000 to build the house. There was only one place he could go, and that was Mr. Ebenezer Davis. And when he went to Mr. Davis, they were taking a chance on the local person, who is Aubrey Davis. And if you read the minutes of the meeting, it doesn't even have my grandmother's name. It just says Aubrey Davis and wife.
He was 2 years into marriage and ready to buy a home and eventually start a family, which was later on me.
At that time, it was such a big deal to build a house in Willards that you were being trusted almost with your honor. It was a big deal for you to be able to get a loan in 1935.
Times were tough, but he saved his money. He's a classic example of what the bank was doing during that period of time.
Now, it's important to note that although Ebenezer Davis and Aubrey Davis shared a common name, the two men were not directly related. And for Aubrey, this meeting at the bank may be the moment marking the beginning of a legacy that would extend 4 generations into Aubrey's future. A story that hangs on a twist of fate that no one saw coming.
Ebenezer Davis died at 41 years old. And so the board of directors at that point didn't have a lot of college graduates to choose from here in Willards, Maryland. So they came and asked my grandfather if he would take over as cashier of the bank. He was a trusted man in the community, and that's officially when the Davis family started in the banking world in 1939.
And as you can guess, the story continues. You can catch the Farmers Bank of Willards 100 Years of Service this Sunday at 10:30. It's going to be in the morning, and it's going to be on our sister station, Fox 21. It will re-air at the same time for the 3 Sundays after that, 10:30 in the morning. Wow.
That's a great story, and I saw some more of it, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. They were talking about why it was hard to go to like Salisbury or Berlin or other places for a bank. Salisbury was a 2-hour horse ride from Willards. So that was a big trip. 2 hours. Can you imagine?
How about that?